Construction workers stand atop a half-finished skyscraper, steel and drills filling the air. Two men argue, John Garrett, the frazzled site manager, and his exhausted crew lead. Delays drive John mad, but as he departs, worksite chaos fades into a radio broadcast describing Clark, an interstellar comet making a close pass to Earth. Scientists call it a once-in-a-lifetime event, harmless, and John listens pensively, weighed down more by personal struggles than cosmic news. Arriving at his quiet suburban home, John hesitates before entering. His wife Allison is on the treadmill, emotion kept at a distance. Conversation about their diabetic son Nathan's birthday is stilted. Nathan's enthusiasm lightens the mood, but reminders of his insulin dependence ground them back in reality. That evening, the family watches news on Clark, reports insisting the comet and its trailing fragments pose no threats. That night, John moves his belongings into the guest room, trying to fix what's clearly broken. Morning brings more comet news. Scientists now say fragments may touch Earth, but urge calm. Life doesn't wait. John prepares Nathan, party, and heads to the store for last-minute supplies. Outside, people stare skyward. Clark is visible, blazing across the day. Suddenly, John's phone receives a presidential alert, then an automated call. He, his wife, and Nathan have been selected for emergency relocation, but nobody else in the store gets such notice. Dread sets in. At home, Allison misses the same message on TV. John races back, noticing convoys of military trucks and planes as he drives, realizing something is horribly amiss. Guests fill their home for Nathan's party, high-spirited and oblivious. John pulls Allison aside about the alert. She assumes it's just a drill, but he's adamant. The news shows a Clark fragment approaching the Atlantic. Children count down with excitement. 3, 2, 1. Before silence shatters into shaking glass and trembling earth, John steps outside, sees birds fleeing. Then a shockwave slams the house, devastation roaring forth. The anchor's voice breaks. The fragment didn't hit the ocean, it hit Florida. A city gone, the blast ripples for thousands of miles. Satellite images show devastation. Fear sets in as everyone wonders how many more fragments are coming. John gets another presidential alert, displayed privately on his phone and TV. His family only has been selected for military transport, a personalized code provided. Panic grips the house. Friends realize they're not chosen. John and Allison frantically pack insulin for Nathan, essentials for escape. Nathan asks about his grandpa, but Allison is distracted by the rising terror on TV, the sky burning worldwide. As they pull away, friends beseech them for help. A neighbor pleads for her daughter's safety. John wishes he could help, but the rules are merciless. As they flee, Allison and John's argument about guilt and survival surfaces, but there's no time. Outside, civilization unravels. Looting, smoke, alarms blaring. Miles-long traffic jams block highways. John veers down side roads. Radio reporting global impacts, extinction-level warnings. At the air base, crowds scream at the gates, but John's code gets them through. They're given wristbands, luggage paired to one bag. But the insulin is missing. John sprints back for it while Allison explains Nathan's diabetes to officers, a detail that changes everything. Regulations forbid those with chronic illness. Security is absolute. She's devastated as she and Nathan are ejected from the base. John returns with insulin. Unaware, tries to board a military plane, but a passenger quietly warns him. People with conditions like Nathan's aren't allowed. Realization shatters John. He demands to disembark, but chaos erupts. The gates breached, civilians flooding the runway, gunfire erupts, and one fuel leak ignites an explosion, spreading devastation. John learns Allison and Nathan were denied entry. Desperate, he searches the burning base and finds their car gone. Only a note left behind. Allison is taking Nathan to her father's, but Nathan's insulin is running out. Allison stops at a ransacked pharmacy, Nathan's blood sugar dangerously low. She risks everything rummaging for insulin as looters open fire, screams echoing as she flees through chaos. She flags down a couple heading north. Something feels wrong. They eye her wristband, demand answers, then toss her from their car and drive off with Nathan, leaving her cut, desperate. John hitches north in a loaded truck. Colin, a fellow passenger, explains a pilot in Canada is ferrying people to the last shelters in Greenland. Colin urges John to find his family and meet them, but another man covets John's wristband. Threat boils into a fight. The truck crashes, leaving Colin and the attacker dead, John wounded but alive. Meanwhile, Allison is picked up by another group bound for the base, clinging to hope Nathan may be there. Indeed, Nathan, still with the kidnappers, is rescued at the checkpoint after telling soldiers they aren't his parents. He's cared for by medics, given insulin, and awaits Allison, who scours tents and wards until she finally reunites with her son. The nurse arranges their passage toward Allison's father's town with restocked medication. John breaks into a deserted home for water and supplies, sees TV broadcasts confirming the main impact in less than 24 hours. Taking a found car, he drives through chaos to Allison's father's house, finding the old man playing cards, savoring one last normal night. Tensions surge, but necessity brings reconciliation. They put aside pride to unite for survival. The comet is coming, only family matters now. Allison and Nathan make a call from a gas station, and John and her father rush to find them. Their reunion is pure relief. John explains that Greenland's shelters are real, and he persuades Allison. They must go north, where flights still evacuate. They pack fast for the journey, but Allison's father refuses to flee. He's at peace with his fate. Suddenly, a massive fragment slams into the horizon, shaking the house. No time left. After a hasty, heartfelt farewell, Allison's father gives John a gun, a gesture of trust. On the road, John and Allison's love rekindles against disaster. They promise survival, together, no matter what. The highway is chaos, a blockade, raining fire, exploding cars. John pushes through debris as Allison shields Nathan, then finds shelter under a bridge where survivors huddle. Seeing a man trapped in a burning car, John runs to help. Saving a life still matters, even now. Night falls, fires behind them, and they cross into Canada. Broadcasts declare the worst. Over 75% of life will be lost. Time is short as they cross snow fields, chasing the last planes to Greenland. John blocks a small aircraft on the runway, begging passage. The overloaded pilot relents, letting the family board. They ascend into the gray, John lost briefly in memories of the world before. The plane approaches Greenland for humanity's final stand. A massive fragment slams the ocean, sending a shockwave that disables both engines. The pilot glides for a crash landing on the glacier, the fuselage breaking apart. Pilots trapped, dying, John can't save them. He leads survivors toward a distant military plane. Soldiers rush them underground as the planet killer enters atmosphere. Doors seal, alarms blare. The family braces together as the impact shakes their subterranean haven. Silence falls, then memory, sunlight, home, Nathan's birthday. 9 months later, the world is quiet. Cities lie in ash, mountains torn open, the air heavy with dust. But radio static cracks with a survivor broadcast. Radiation levels clearing, survivors found. Bunker doors open on a broken but living land. John, Allison, and Nathan emerge into pale sunlight, a single bird soaring, a promise of life's return. Radio signals echo continent to continent. Humanity endures. The story closes not with destruction, but renewal.